be no future of Hamas inside of the Gaza Strip, and there will be no threat to the state of Israel, and Hamas will be demilitarized and disarmed. Prime Minister Netanyahu was explicit in saying this. This will be achieved the easy way, or it will be achieved the hard way. But either way, the end result will be achieved. Now, that's the end of our briefing right now. Please put your questions inside of the chat so I can answer a few of them. Okay, so the first question is from David Isaac with JNS. The question is Israel okay with stopping operations while Hamas renegotiates the agreement? Right now, as I said before, at this point in time, it appears that Hamas has accepted this agreement. While certain bombings have actually stopped inside of the Gaza Strip, there's no ceasefire in place at this point in time, although there has been this temporary halt in certain bombings. The Prime Minister has given orders actually for defense to fire back for defensive purposes, of course, if there is a threat to their life in the battlefield in Gaza. Okay, and this is from Or Shaked from Israel Hayom. What is your level of confidence that Hamas will indeed release all hostages within the 72 hours? Confirming an agreement is a formal confirmation necessary on Hamas's end. Of course, the number one goal before anything else takes place is the release of the 48 hostages all at one time. That is the first thing that needs to happen in order for anything to take place at this point in time. There is no exception to that. So Carrie Khan from NPR, can you please explain how Israel's withdrawal will occur? Will the IDF move out of the Netzarim corridor? Will people be allowed to go back north? And would that happen as soon as the first hostage is released? So I will answer that question based on the information that I presented about these talks that are happening inside of Egypt over the next day or so. I specifically said these are technical details that will need to be ironed out. So in terms of whether the IDF will be pulling out of certain areas, all of this stuff will be ironed out within the next few days. These are really critical details and, of course, extremely sensitive. So we, of course, are being cautious of that. These are sensitive talks, and we want to make sure that all 48 of these hostages are released as soon as possible here. So this is Eric from ABC News. When does the 72-hour deadline begin, and what else needs, if anything, prior to the 72 hours starting? The 72 hours begin once Hamas officially accepts this deal. The Prime Minister actually just said in an interview previously, it appears that Hamas has accepted this deal. But the first phase, and I continue to reiterate this because this is how critical it is to the Prime Minister, is that all 48 hostages need to be coming out. That's when the 72-hour deadline, and of course, Prime Minister Netanyahu has reiterated this. In addition to what President Trump said, there's no exceptions for any delays or stalling by Hamas in these talks that will be taking place.
That was the last question.
Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate your time.